Looks like the TARDIS is all good. I just filled up with petrol, the hamster's just been fed, and I just let the dog out in the garden.
But we don't have a garden?
In the next 1,000 years, turn upwards at the asteroid and keep going for a while. I am the sat-nav.
Hey, where did you set the sat-nav?
All the way to good old Abbey Road.
Oh, yes, I love the Beatles.
What? No, the one in Durham. There's an Aldi round the corner and we're out of milk.
Oh.
Okay, fine. We can go and see the Beatles instead.
Hello.
Hello. That was pretty crazy. Oh, this is so stupid. How are you doing?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm
Hey,
feeling
New Theory.
good. What's that? Yeah,
Tell you
I'm
what, though,
feeling good.
I was
feeling
tired
very good.
today. I was very tired. I woke up at 10:30 today because I stayed up to watch Doctor Who, which isn't good.
No, yeah, I did too.
You hacked it better than I did, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt quite good by the end of it.
Yeah, no, I was. It's so hot as well. I was just I don't know, deflated, I guess. So I was like almost finished Space Babies, and I was like so ready for bed. But luckily, the Devil's Chord was like, you know, hooked me right back in, woke me up. So yeah,
That's good.
What did you think of Space Babies?
Space Babies. Well, first of all, title sequence.
What about it? Yeah,
It's different.
everyone was saying that. Oh yeah, it's different title sequence, but I'm not like, I don't know. I don't have that good of an eye. I noticed the logo bit was different. Was there many more differences?
The logo was different. You remember the zoom shot that you hate in the original?
Oh
one?
yeah.
That's different. It's now the camera kind of zooms in with the TARDIS into the vortex, and that's where the logo is.
Oh, okay. I completely missed that because I really, really hated that zoom in shot. It's very I mean, like the latest Star Trek movies, with the zoom in shots of the spaceships.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly a fan of it.
No, but anyway, the episode
Space
itself,
Babies
though.
start?
How does it start? So remember
Yeah.
we read that review. Baby Eric is the Ronnie, said Adam Reed. You never know. Could be.
That would be unique.
I mean, it's a really upsetting, uncanny valley vibe for all the babies anyway. So they're more like scary to me than a lot of monsters that we've had. But yeah, Space Babies opens with we read that review. Was it the Daily Mail? Daily Telegraph?
Guardian?
I don't know, but it said like the first 10 minutes are just like exposition dump. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I
do actually.
It did come across that way, but it wasn't too bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit weird because it almost felt like it was speed running Doctor Who. You get the TARDIS goes to the past. It does like, oh, time travel can be freaky, timelines changing, immediately fixed, whatever.
Yeah.
Doctor then immediately does the phone thing. They look at space, and they're like, oh, look, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That's beautiful. And then after about 10 minutes of that, it cuts to the actual story.
Yeah, the segue when he takes her to see the dinosaurs was interesting. It's pretty funny. I'd rather them not spoiled a lot of that stuff. Like the BBC, it's nice that we're getting a lot of the marketing stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, I want some surprises.
I agree.
But yeah, no, it's a good scene.
I mean,
and I don't know what it's trying to say. Like, if they're trying to rewrite the rules of time travel a little bit, or what? Maybe Russell's just saying it's a bit more flexible.
The Doctor immediately presses like he called it like the butterfly compensator or something like that. He immediately presses it and then it's fixed.
Yes.
So
yeah, that was a nice little touch. But then they go to. Oh, I liked when Ruby picks the numbers for the year they go to. She's just like shouting around the numbers out like it's a lottery. That was fun.
Really fun.
Because a pet peeve I have sometimes is I've said to you before, when the Doctor's like, pick a star, any star, and we'll go there, as if humans know anywhere but like the moon or Mars. Like, what does he want them to just chuck out Rex Acorica Fallopatorius? Like they know what that is. So a random selection process isn't actually too bad. It's quite funny. Yeah, but then they get there and like this is the episode I was most worried about this episode. And it seems most people
were very worried.
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, if Doctor Who's ever felt like a children's show, it's in this episode. But I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah, I think
it's.
Agree.
I think, in terms of it overall, like the craft, the way it was shot, the music, the acting, and the vibe is like spot on. But I absolutely agree. It's essentially Star Trek babies. Yeah, but that's really fun. I think that's the core problem for a lot of people, and I don't know if I hate it or like it. I definitely don't love it, especially just the way they went about it with the effects and stuff. It was just a bit bizarre to me.
Yeah, I tell you, there's no real way to make babies talking look realistic, right?
No, it reminded me of I thought the only way this could be slightly worse is if it was like The Annoying Orange, like, that's a bit of a throwback reference, and they just like cut around someone's, like an adult's mouth talking and they superimpose it on. I mean, maybe that was part of it, I don't know. But it was just like, it's very uncanny because the babies are talking and their eyes are just dead.
It goes into this on the Doctor Who Unleashed thing, how they did the baby talking. So it was like 10-year-old actors or something like that, and then they essentially made a 3D model of their face and then tracked their movements and then just put that movement onto the baby's face.
Oh, okay, that's pretty clever.
So it was,
to be fair,
it was all the actors' movements, but they're like puppeteering the baby.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. It's impressive. It's impressive. I just don't know if I like it.
Yeah.
Especially like so they're obviously going in with this family theme quite heavily, aren't they? We've had episodes. Well, it's episode 1, isn't it? Church of Ruby Road. Babies. Episode 2 is babies, and then even episode 3 there's like,
which they do point
family.
that out.
Yeah, no, it's not like they're unaware what they're doing, but it's very sticking to it very firmly.
It was very Beverly Hills.
Yeah, no,
that is. Do you know what that is?
It's a movie where they make dogs talk. There's it's like, I mean, to be fair, actually, I was thinking like Cats and Dogs, because that's another one. Because there's a lot of like straight to DVD or because they're cheap to make, because you get dogs or babies and you just put mouths on them. And there's an audience for that, apparently. I don't know if it's this audience though, but it's very brave to go into this episode, this new season, with
trying to do different things.
Yeah, I know Russell's like saying this is what the show is. If you don't like it, get out, I guess. But yeah, it's just on Twitter. It's so divisive. At least I just see space babies boo like the devil's chord. Yay!
Well, no, but people who like space babies don't like the devil's chord.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that take.
So these are like almost opposite episodes, but they're also just as crazy as each other.
Yeah.
You know what? The bit where it lost me wasn't the space babies. The bit where I was immediately like was when they all started blowing their nose.
Yeah, but that was
weird.
part of the plot. It was part of the plot.
Yeah, but it stood out to me a lot. It like also right. So Nanny.
Yeah.
Is it Nanny?
Yeah, Nanny.
So she was like the computer behind it all.
Yeah,
But,
Wizard of Oz type.
yeah. But so she ran a lot of it, but she didn't know why they needed to collect snot.
I was a bit lost in the plot. Again, I was tired and I haven't had a proper chance to look through Space Babies today. I've been editing bits and bobs, which I'll post after this stream, some of which you've seen. But yeah, there was a couple of things that like confused me initially. So yeah, the nanny thing. But then why were they staying as babies again with adult minds?
I think they just grew wrong because they were born on the station without parents.
Oh, okay. Oh, lad, that random bloke, lad's a dance routine, a bloody dance routine. Yeah, we'll get to that. We've got to get through Space Babies first.
We'll get to
Babies
it. Trust
in
me,
space.
we'll get to it.
Nanny yelling expletives every 10 seconds, says Mr. Modius. Yeah, I quite like the comedy
Nanny.
there. Yeah, I didn't get the setup for me didn't work.
Why was she hiding?
Because she didn't want to. I take problem with this. She said something like, "I don't want to see them die, and I don't want them to see me die." But she sat with like the sickest gaming monitor setup, watching them on CCTV, and literally like blowing their noses from afar. Like you'll be watching them die in 4K, my friend. It doesn't make a difference. She's got a
man cave, essentially.
She's in a lab.
Reminded me of Teletubbies. It does.
Yeah, it definitely has that vibe because it seemed more appropriate if it was like a Sarah Jane Adventures episode.
I would argue that Devil's Chord was more Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think Space Baby still is, though, in a way. Well, I don't know.
I think you're right.
I think Sarah Jane gets darker than Space Babies.
Sarah Jane gets unbelievably dark. Doctor Who, like, dealt with, end of world scenarios, but it was all kind of small things. In Sarah Jane Adventures, the entire of London was apocalyptic every episode. It was insane.
Yeah, every episode was a finale episode. Adam Reed said, was defo a brave move to do 2 eps in a row that could easily fit in Classic Who season 24? I was worried about the 2 episode thing. I don't know
24.
if I don't know if I said to you, but when they said they're going to put 2 episodes out at once, for me, I was like, like this is a bit worrying. Because what that could mean is maybe they're not so confident with Space Babies that they have to be like, but look, here's another one. Like, please stick around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've got a feeling that is what happened. Because, to be honest, a lot of the advertisement was purely on the Devil's Chord.
Yes, although there wasn't much you could show from Space Babies. They showed quite a lot, really. Like,
yeah, visually not much goes on.
Yeah, there's not much more beyond the premise. Babies in space. So there wasn't like too many scenes. Excuse me. What did you think of the parallels between Space Babies and the End of the World?
Was the parallels only at the start? Was it
yes.
part of the speed run? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd say like when they're in the TARDIS and the Doctor's showing off a bit, that was very the end of the world.
Yeah.
And then obviously taking her to the future, very end of the world. The phone scene was very end of the world. It was just
Literally
like,
just
yeah,
from that
unashamedly.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what do you think of the Bogeyman?
Well, before we get to that, like Lily says in chat, the refugee thing felt very brushed upon. And yeah.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, no, you're right.
Okay, right.
Not much more.
This is skipping a bit ahead, but it's related, so I'll stick with it. At the end, the babies are shot off using poo into
methane from the poo. They didn't shoot the poo. That would have been horrific.
They shot the poo out, and the poo shot the ship forward. So presumably, because it's a space station, it was going to crash into the planet and blow up. If it doesn't blow up, what do you mean why?
Well, just because they can't.
It's just going to land.
They might be able to. The brakes might still work. I don't know.
No, it could. It didn't move. There are no brakes. It's a space station, not a spaceship.
Maybe it was. I can give them the benefit of the doubt. Like if the Doctor calculated the trajectory to bring him into the orbit and then circle it round and safely land, something like that. That wasn't
right. Okay.
I did like,
even so. Right. My other point is, so what's going to happen to the bogeyman then? He's just going to get killed, right?
I think as soon as the Doctor's back was turned, they dealt
shot him out
him.
the airlock again.
Yeah, yeah. We're dying around the episode a bit, but I laughed at the Doctor flashing back, and that's another point I want to make as well. The Doctor flashing back to him telling Captain Poppy that he's the last one of his species as a justification to almost die.
Beautiful.
But when he's saying it to Poppy, he's like, "There's no one. I'm the only one of me out there." When that's a lie. Just 2 episodes back, there's David Tennant kicking him out.
Well, there's also the future and past incarnations of the Doctor running around time.
Yeah, so I mean,
he's one of the only people where there's more than one of him.
Yeah, I guess he's just trying to comfort the little space baby. But yeah, that annoyed me a little bit. But then, what was it? Okay, flashback. So you said about the bogies, right? When the arms come down and do the snot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Very Teletubbies.
Yeah. Do you remember when they're in the under bit of the ship and they figure out it's the bogey? Like the bogies make the monster.
Yes.
It does a flashback to it to make it like painfully obvious.
Oh yeah. Like it's a reconstruction in a drama, and it's all these babies blowing their nose.
Not even. It's like I just think it's spoon feeding the audience a lot because it's like, remember this thing that happened like 20 minutes ago, like as if it wasn't obvious what was going on. Although to be fair, for a split second I thought it's gonna say it's made of poo, and I
thought it was made of poo. I was so sure it was made of poo. When he said bogies, I was like, "Oh, that's not too bad."
Yeah, I mean, it's not great. Adam Reed said,
but...
and we know the Master is kicking about, even if it's yeah, that's true. The Master's out there somewhere. I feel like the Doctor does take liberties with the whole "I'm the last of me" thing. He does it for sympathy a lot, doesn't he?
I mean, in the next episode, he even says, "I don't know if Susan's alive. I've never checked."
Yeah,
so
she's
just
doing her own
assumes.
thing, I guess. Yeah.
He likes it.
Yeah. I mean, this is jumping to the next episode, but he's like, I'm over there, another me's over there right now. So it's just lies.
I was expecting it to pan over, and on the other roof, he's like waving, "Hello."
Yeah. Well, with the flashbacks as well. So I thought, oh, that's That's weird. I can't remember that being the case a lot. You know, like spoon feeding the audience. But then when the bogey monster is going to die, it flashes back to the Doctor, you know, saying,
Oh,
I'm the
yeah.
last one of my kind. It's like, we're not, I don't think the audience is that stupid. And it does it in
I
the
don't know,
Devil's
maybe
Chord.
kids.
Does it in the Devil's Chord? Well, yeah, fair enough. But I don't know. It's just stood up to me as something that's not been in it before, because I'm pretty sure it does it in the Devil's Chord as well. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head now. But yeah,
I don't know. I can't think of when that was. Going back to Space Babies, I never got why the babies all suddenly rooted for the monster. Did I miss something?
treating the audience like we're space babies, Adam Rees says. Yeah. Yeah.
Will Space
Yeah,
Babies.
why did they all of a sudden like the monster? I guess
So
because the Doctor's preachings, maybe the Doctor's preachings got to them. I'll have to rewatch it again properly.
It's weird because he finds out it's bogies and then explains and stuff. Then he gets chased away and immediately gets locked in the airlock. And then starts dying. And then, so she doesn't like the monster still because it was specifically designed to terrorize the babies. But now we're meant to care for the monster. I guess it never killed anyone.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't ever going to kill anyone. If it was only meant to make them scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the
But then
thing about it being
why
scary,
did the
though,
babies care?
as well, it was made of a material that makes you scared, wasn't it? And the Doctor's like, I never run away from things. Yeah, another little lie there. Yeah, I never run away from things.
Rubbish.
Oh, like you were gonna actually welcome it in open arms, like, oh, come here. Yeah, come here, babes. No, not that. So he says that to Ruby.
Yeah,
I like it's the I love the vocabulary, like when he says stuff like babes and stuff, and with him and Ruby, it's just like it's pure banter.
It's very good.
Although in that review we read though, because they said it's a bit too high energy all the time, and I can kind of maybe see that as being true. They're just like happily striding about everywhere. But then I guess the pacing doesn't really allow things to slow down.
Well, this episode was specifically a bit of a homage to Alien, which was very high-paced anyway. But it's Alien without the time to do all the sit-down scenes. So they didn't have much opportunity to slow down.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I thought it was going to be a fantasy world built for Ruby, exactly like the Pandorica stuff with Amy, says J. Jungle Jameson. Yeah.
It still could be.
Mm.
I saw an interesting little theory. Ruby mentions Star Trek, and then later, when they're watching the screens, it's very Star Trek uniforms. Very, very Star Trek. And then
yeah, that's true.
In the next episode, she mentions Strictly, and then afterwards, all those Strictly cameos happen. So people are theorizing maybe she's the daughter of one of these gods, the one who waits or something.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then she's like making all this stuff happen. Yeah,
the snow.
Oh yeah, I forgot the snow happened in that episode.
There's a literal song in her as well, which is funny because was that music actually playing then on in Church of Ruby Road?
I don't
the Christmas
know.
Carol song.
I don't know because it's also set up in the episode that the Doctor hears non-diegetic music, so it could be either.
Yeah, but it's difficult because it's an episode dealing with a god that can break the fourth wall a bit. So whether it's just when they're in the presence of someone like that they can do it, or if it's just something they can do all the time. I saw someone point out how Peter Capaldi's done 4 full breaks, so maybe the Doctor has always had this ability.
Well, the first Doctor does as well. So I think he has just always had that ability. Although there's been different explanations and stuff in expanded media stuff, but he does seem to just know he's in the show. In the expanded media stuff, they say that it's the Time Lords watching the Doctor through like time television, and then the Doctor's like mocking them and addressing them.
Oh, okay.
Essentially.
I like that idea. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, there's some weird stuff like that. Is there anything else to talk about with Space Babies?
Yeah, I didn't really. It's one of them episodes where you don't really have much to say because it's
It just kind of happened.
It's just its concept. Yeah. Oh, the Doctor giving his key to Ruby straight away. I thought that was a bit jarring.
Oh yeah. He immediately is up for it. The
Especially
other companions clearly weren't as good as Ruby.
Yeah, because we haven't had a key giving scene, have we? Since was it Russell? Still?
No, Clara had the key.
Yeah, she had it, but did the Doctor? Was there ever a scene where the Doctor gave her a key? Can't remember.
There must have been. Does anyone know?
Yeah, does anyone know? I mean, she. We might not have seen her get a key, but she knew where all the keys were hiding in the TARDIS.
All 8 keys.
8 keys.
A full escape room set up for her.
I like that the Doctor hides backup keys, even though he can just like click his fingers anyway.
Yeah, that's really weird. The fact that they're hidden, bit odd. Anyway.
Yeah.
Space Babies, odd episode.
That's peculiar. Yeah, I really don't think there's much else to say about it. I'd say, just to reiterate my final thoughts then, I guess, on that one, is the acting was great. Ncuti is like wholeheartedly and really, really just is the Doctor. Ruby, fantastic acting as well. Babies, creepy and weird, and I just don't know why this was the first one to.
It was an odd one to start with. It's very strange.
Maybe that's what people like on Disney Plus.
Maybe. I mean, I've watched a bit of Disney Plus stuff. It's not quite Space Babies.
No.
Devil's Chord.
Okay. Now we get into the good stuff.
It starts with Robin from Batman.
Oh yeah, I know you loved that.
Tim Drake.
Yeah.
With a little boy.
Yeah,
a little
playing
child
the piano.
Who's an evil child. Spoilers.
Yeah, I found that funny. Because that's Maestro's child, right?
Or an extension of them. It's not really. They consider Maestro their daddy, but I don't know. Is it technically a child?
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, "Oh, does this mean this is confirmation that the toy makers done the dirty, to have a baby?" But it's like,
oh come on, no.
It's space magic. Like they just will things into existence. Why can't they will another space baby into existence?
Well, not only that. I mean, it's a fact that the toy maker isn't the body. The body is just a puppet that he uses. The toy maker's this floating consciousness that can do anything he wants. So consciousness makes more consciousness. It's not like he had sex. That's so weird to me.
Yeah. What's the chat saying? Adam Reed. Oh, that's about Space Babies. Although I enjoyed it, it was a very weird first ep. Almost the exact opposite of Rose. Hammering continuity, being super silly. Yeah, I think both of these episodes would have benefited from 20 more minutes Because what I love about Russell T Davies, his initial run is the slow, character human moments, which I feel like we haven't had properly for a while. So 20 more minutes for both, I think, would be very, very good. What else are people saying? Adam Reed also said Toymaker had space babies. Yeah, maybe they're part of his legion. Maybe we should.
Oh my god!
Been looking for more.
Army of Space Babies.
Yeah, Army of Space Babies. Oh my gosh.
Oh, one thing that really freaked me out with Space Babies.
Yeah.
Is immediately they walk into that place with all the tubes, and it looks like it's just a storage of dead babies.
Oh yeah, and the Doctor's so like. I mean, it might have been a positive thing that they're making babies
It's
for
horrific.
the planet, but yeah. But the Doctor's like,
It's really
a
horrible.
baby farm, yay! And it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. So,
Like it's a nursery.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be that.
Yeah, a bit of a strange
happy.
reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Devil's Chord. Sorry.
Hang on. That random bloke said, "What's with all the breaking the fourth wall? Anita Dobson and the XM special, Shooty, and also Jinx in this one too. Too much." Yeah, I think you can have you can overdo that like too much. It's even the same for like Deadpool, which is like famous for that. Like that's his thing. But then it's like if you're doing it too much, it's not that fun little moment where he, it just ruins the specialness of it. But maybe this stuff will reset. I think I said to you, Jerry, like the toy maker, well, it started with Assault, didn't it? Releasing all this like mythological stuff, but maybe that'll go back. Maybe the Doctor will fix it, like at some point, so that they can change direction again. You're frozen there. It looks like you were asleep.
Am I?
No, you were for a second with your eyes closed. That's pretty funny.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I feel like I was asleep. Where's the green screen gone? Is it my Anyway.
Yeah, I met Anita Dobson, didn't I?
Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not many of you watching at the moment, but there's going to be a signed picture
1,000
of
soon. There's going to be 1,000 people watching soon.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a signed photo of Anita Dobson to do a giveaway with, if you want it. It's pretty good. She was super chill. I did ask her actually. So this is like a Doctor Who Poop exclusive. You heard it here first, folks. She doesn't know more about the character, unfortunately. So
breaking news, no more news.
Yeah, breaking news, no news. Because I did say to her, the first thing I said to her was, "What do you know? Like, tell me what you know." And she said she didn't know any more than what we know, which I don't know if it was just really good lying, because she might be lying
because she's been filming the second series. And a certain little boy's name is there.
What do you mean? I don't know who you mean. I don't know who you mean.
So he's just a little boy. He's there.
Oh,
or
okay.
his name is.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
Harvey.
Huh?
Harvey.
Who?
Harvey.
Harvey?
Harvey.
You're gonna have to explain.
Harvey, what's his name? Arbinger?
What? I don't know what the hell you're on about.
The boy!
What? Who?
The boy!
What boy? Am I just completely
The boy that
misremembering?
stole the episode!
That's just his. Oh yes, that's his name. Why did you say that?
Yes!
You just said there's the
Oh
boy.
my god!
Well, don't just say there's a
Well,
child.
I said his name!
Well, we're talking. Yeah, but I forgot the name, to be honest. And then you just sat there like you got yourself to blame.
No,
God's sake.
that's his name.
The evil kid. Yeah, thank you, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows if it's part of the episode. It might just be a little background reference. His name is there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, anyway, back to the... if we're going to talk about that little child, anyway.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that first scene?
What child? What child you talk about?
Harvey.
Well, who's Harvey? I don't know.
You know
Harvey.
the child. You know the child from the start of The Devil's Chord. See, that's how you
Oh,
explain
that
it.
child.
If you're confused, you don't just start shouting the same
Yeah.
name over and over again.
Well, it
When
might have been Henry. Oh, I think I got it wrong.
oh, see, oh, if it was Henry, then there you go. Thank you very much. And you're so adamant again. Live replay the bit where Joe is just shouting Harvey continuously. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, SW.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Maestro.
screw you, SW.
Maestro. What do you think? I thought Maestro was like the funnest, like coolest.
No. Everyone's saying it's Henry. Oh, stop it. Shut up.
Thank you very much. So I wasn't going
I'm
insane.
going to start banning you.
Oh, Jerry will lose. If you just ban 2 people, we'll have no one stops.
Just ban the entire audience. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Well, it'll just be like normal.
Okay,
Me and you chat.
Maestro. Okay.
Yeah, Maestro was one of the best, most funnest villains, or even just characters that I think the show's had in a very long time. I think what they went for is like, because I mean, I guess you could say it was very Toymaker-esque, right? Because that's the whole
Oh,
point.
yeah.
But I think it was
Even the
way
costume
better.
they wore.
Yeah, I thought the performance was more intimidating. I was never scared of the Toymaker. I don't know what
I was. I think I was, yeah.
I was genuinely creeped out and scared of Maestro when they're looking for the music with their tuning. Is they call it a fork? Oh my god!
Yeah,
and they're just hiding in the basement. Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat. It woke me up from my like half dozed out state from Space Babies.
I like the title sequence. Them playing the piano into the title sequence, and then it going over the jukebox.
Yeah, that was smart. I guess in an episode where there's a fourth wall breaking character related to music, it'd be a massive missed opportunity not to do something like that. But yeah, it's very, very good episode.
I had a slight issue with Maestro. Okay, right. So the idea of using music as a weapon, that's fun and cool and stuff like that. What annoys me though is when she's basically just making a whip and just like beating them with physical objects that happen to look like music notes. I just don't think that's very clever.
Oh no, I think in part as well, Maestro's got that like playful side. You know, I think if they wanted, they could be a lot more powerful. But it's toying with your food, isn't it? I think maybe.
Yeah, but I
way.
liked the stuff like the music battle bit when the violin.
Oh no,
and the doctor playing piano.
No.
Let me finish. Right, but I prefer something like that, or something like when they started playing the Doctor Who theme on the piano, and then the Doctor like ran off back to the 60s. I liked that stuff more than her. Is it her? Them? They? Just making a whip and then just like beating the Doctor.
Yeah, no, I disliked the music back. Well, initially I thought it was okay, but when Ruby jumped in, and I don't know how good she is with the keyboard. We see a little bit of her doing that keyboard catting and the Christmas one. But the part that wound me up is at some point they turn around, the Doctor and Ruby, and are playing the piano backwards. You remember that bit?
Yes.
And I was like,
yeah. They spin around and then start.
Yeah, it's like, how cocky do you want to get? It's hard enough as it is. They're like working 500 miles per hour, and they're like, you know what this could need? Let's go backwards. Let's really challenge ourselves.
I think part of it is that they're fighting with like style, so making it a bit cool makes it the music more powerful.
Yeah, but it's just for the Doctor to get Ruby to do that as well. It's like,
well, they don't even.
Don't know what you're doing. I can only just play it forwards, backwards. Yeah. Adam says, did you guys notice Ruby had a line like, "You never run away from baddies," to do with Maestro, but he had done it. He had done, and it was made a point of in the previous episode. Yeah, it's because it's implied there's like 6 months. Well, not implied. It's basically said, isn't it? There's 6 months gap between Space Babies and the Devil's Chord. So I guess in that 6-month period, the Doctor never ran away. Yeah. Maybe I guess
I like to think every villain go on.
Oh, no, I feel like because their first outing was he ran away, he's probably like really embarrassed. He's like trying to make it up. Like, I promise I don't run away every time. And then like he really made like a massive point not to run away from baddies, like from in that 6-month period.
I like the idea that every villain he fights has like a fear pheromone, so he's always scared and running away from every villain. But it's purely a coincidence.
Yeah. J Jungle says, I don't understand how the Doctor almost figured out what the magical chord was. Yeah, the way I read that was the Doctor was playing notes that made up the chord, and I guess because the chord's made up of all these different notes, each one might hold a bit of power. It's only when you bring them together, like the Infinity Stones, like you bring them all together, and it makes them powerful. That's how I read it. The part I disliked about that sequence was I didn't mind the notes popping up visually. I thought that's clever, but then it just cuts and like 2 of the Beatles are just like, "Hey, what's this?" And they just play the chord.
Let's play this chord.
Yeah,
it's floating.
Yeah, and it just it saves the day.
Ducks.
I thought it was the Beatles were very lacking in the episode compared to what.
Well, it wasn't a Beatles episode, was it? But it was advertised as such. So,
I guess for me, it's just a problem because I guess I'm comparing it directly to Russell's previous run, which I think is fair. All his historicals before, whoever they've gone to visit would like be with them the whole time, and you'd like dish out information about them. It's almost like teaching you. It's educational. Whereas the Beatles, they're just a way to get the plot moving forward.
But they saved the day.
Fine, I guess.
They saved the day.
Well, the Doctor did all the legwork and Ruby, and then they just come in and play one.
No. They saved the day.
About that. Yeah, I don't know about that. I thought the the actors they had for the Beatles, the likeliness and the impressions were just too off for me to be. It kind of took me out of it at times, trying to figure out
slightly too off, but just enough to be like
just enough. I wasn't expecting like wow, John Lennon's back for this episode. You're not gonna find perfect, but yeah, it was just a tad off.
What did you think of the bad songs? Not the good song, which is definitely good at the end. The bad songs, which happened to be better than the good one.
I thought they were funny. I thought they just sounded like AI generated music.
Yeah, it did. You're so right.
I tried to recreate. I tried to make an AI song for the bit where they're singing what was it? I love my dog. You know that bit? Yeah.
He's not your dog, he is my dog.
Yeah, something like that. I thought I wonder if I could try and recreate a Beatles type thing, but I couldn't quite get it. But yeah, the lyrics themselves sounded artificial, which is the point. You know, there's no love in it.
Yeah. Like the song at the end.
Say again?
Like the song at the end.
The song at the end is great, isn't it?
Sorry? Are you joking?
Well, you don't like the song? I thought
Are
you were
you
talking
serious?
I thought you were talking about the... Oh, so you mean the sequence? Because we're talking musically. The song's fun in of
no,
itself.
Musically, the song is bad. It's a
you didn't
bad
like
song.
it? I thought it was pretty catchy.
No, I think it's... Catchy's different than good. Sure,
okay.
a bit catchy.
Yeah, okay. I guess we're on different pages in terms of what we mean by good. I thought it was catchy and emphasized what they wanted. So in that merit, it was good.
Think...
But when I heard we were getting a dance and song, I was convinced it would be Maestro's doing. But I guess it wasn't. I saw, was it on some server or something? Someone theorizing that maybe, you know how like the toy maker's power remained slightly after they'd gone. Maybe the Maestro's power did too, and that's what caused this song and dance.
Yeah, but it also could equally just be it's how it felt.
You just lagged a little bit there, my friend.
Oh
no!
I was saying it could equally just be how they felt at the time.
Yeah.
Rather than it physically happening.
Jay Jungle says it's about as good as the Goblin song. I think the Goblin song is leagues worse. I think it's leagues worse.
No, I do not think it is. I don't.
The Goblin song's lyrics are like when you're doing poems at school and you're just looking like down like words that rhyme with cat, and it's like the cat.
Have you not heard the lyrics for this one?
I thought it was
it's
just
equally
mostly...
as bad.
I mean, it was at the end of the episode, and I was like ready to go to bed. But isn't the gist of it? There's always a twist at the end, repeated.
No. There's like they just start listing other dances and all this stuff, but it's all pointless lyrics. None of it means anything at any point. It's just there for the sake of being there. That bugs me.
Yeah. Would you have minded it, ignoring the quality of it, would you have minded it as much if it was within context, or is the quality just the main issue? So
quality,
you know what I mean?
I don't care about the thing. It makes sense to end on a song, big sing song. I don't care. I just think the song wasn't good. I think it's as tasteless as the tasteless songs. So I feel like the Maestro... Oh god.
Yeah, you're lagging a bit again.
Am I lagging?
No. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to have a listen, because I did go to edit it. I sent you it. I'll post it on Twitter afterwards. I did a edit of the song, but I guess I didn't listen to the original too well. I thought the song was going to come at the bit where they've kind of gone into the Maestro's domain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they use her power against her.
Yeah, that would have made sense as well, because they could have incorporated the song battle that way.
It uses the chords in the song or something.
Yeah. I think for me it's more a context thing than a quality thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be listening to that song leisurely. But yeah, I don't know. Is that your main gripe with the episode then? Just the song?
I think so. I quite liked it. I quite like both of them. I can complain all day about Space Babies, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's true. SWC2 says, I think it would be fine if it was more integrated, e.g. emotionally. Like, everyone has finally rediscovered music and celebrates, but they just cut to it randomly and everyone applauded. Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. Especially
a great sequence.
It's another fourth wall break as well, isn't it? Because the Doctor is like,
a great
there's
sequence
one
is
thing you need to know, Ruby, and then winks, and then it just happens.
A great sequence is the bit where the old woman plays the piano.
Oh, I laughed my head off. I'm like, Granny's getting it.
You know who she is?
Aunt Bessie's getting it. No, I don't.
She was the costume designer for the Fourth Doctor.
Oh, okay.
She has a lot of cameos in Doctor Who over the years.
Oh, okay. Are they all getting offed by baddies?
Well, in class, it was worse.
Okay. Well, if it's not appropriate for YouTube, we don't have to, don't have to talk about it.
It's not.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What did they
bad.
do to Grandma? I have to watch that. I haven't watched Class.
It's the
I'm a
first
bad
episode.
Doctor Who
It's
fan.
literally the first episode.
Oh, then I have watched it. I just can't remember it then. Yeah. So, back to the
She's
Devil's
the
Chord,
one.
though. What did you think of the bit where Ruby was playing the piano on the roof?
It was fine. The song was maybe a bit too good.
I had a tweet like loaded in the barrel, so to speak, to fire off. Because when she started playing it at first, because she said this was for my friend Trudy or something, because they had a breakup. And then she starts
So
playing
we've seen.
it. Yes, yeah, we have. But the song,
I think,
it was...
are they the one who were trans? Or was that someone else?
I don't know. I can't remember because she has like three mates, doesn't she? I can't remember the names
Yeah,
of
that's
them
true.
all.
I think it was the singer. I think. This is mostly me remembering from the script rather than the episode.
Yeah, but they you made me lose my train of thought now.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, the song starts off very sad. It's like classically sad, and I was like, oh my God, you wrote this for your friend that just came out of a relationship. So I was going to tweet something like, I think it was like, oh gosh, I think Ruby's song, if she wrote that for me, it would just make me sadder. But then, it uplifted, and then everyone starts looking out their windows. They're like, oh my gosh,
all these
music.
birds start tweeting.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
It was very beautiful.
The sun rises.
Yeah.
Doctor looks out over London.
Yeah, it's a beautiful scene.
It's wonderful.
Scene. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, that was a pretty cool part. It was pretty cool.
One thing we've glossed over a little bit. Doctor just name drops loads of new Time Lords.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I wonder if that's for a reason, like if they're upcoming or just.
Probably not.
It's probably.
I mean,
just more
Narani
like,
maybe.
I think it's more to hammer in the point that Time Lords all have these bonkers names, right?
Did you just say Time Lads?
Time Lads? The
Time Lads.
The Time Lads.
Yeah.
That was an exclusive club.
It's mentioned by Maestro that it was a lesbian relationship.
I thought Ruby says, because Ruby says when my friend Trudy broke up with a girlfriend, or the girlfriend broke up with her. So I think, I think it was a lesbian relationship. Do you reckon Ruby broke her mate's heart? Or maybe it's an apology. Although they were mates, so unless in the 6 months they had hooked up, and then broke up, which maybe could have happened because Ruby's a bit too busy with the Doctor now. So
it's interesting that Yeah, the Doctor names drops all these Time Lords. Like the Bishop was one. That's new. And he says he's the Doctor.
Mm.
But I think that's interesting to me because previously in the show, the Doctor was called Theta on Gallifrey.
Right. Okay.
Which he said was a nickname. But I think it is also implied that Time Lords just like to give themselves titles.
Yeah, well, it
So
heavily plays into the characters, doesn't it? The Doctor's been very I mean, he was negative about the Time Lords before, but it's interesting now he's negative in a way that isn't negative in his telling. You know, he's like, oh, the Time Lords are these horrible, nasty people that are posh and horrible, but he doesn't like. He's not sad about it. He's healed, hasn't he? So it's interesting seeing that.
When she asks, like, "Oh, where are your people?" and he says with the biggest grin, "Oh, they're dead."
Yeah,
and he
says gone.
Oh yeah,
gone. Like, your people gone. Yeah,
losers.
Bye. I killed them all. Which he kind of at some point did. So
I almost killed them all, and then my future self stopped me, but I trapped them for eternity.
And then my mate killed them all. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else from the Devil's Chord I wanted to talk about. It was so engaging and good. It was interesting.
Good, they did a good job making it look like the past.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Instantly.
I never once thought that it was like modern day or anything.
Yeah. Although they didn't really have to change clothes, did they? I think they should have made a point of having them wear stuff that was definitely more modern for Ruby to make that point.
They were wearing the most 60s clothes. And they were like, I guess we need to change.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That was bizarre to me. I guess that's another thing where, you know, Russell's done it before, but the episode he did it before was even further back in time, where they, you know, would have stood out. So.
And the Doctor makes a point to not change.
Well, I guess that's an interesting parallel to where we're at now, because it's like the Doctor's embracing these things. He's a lot more carefree and not like rigid in his ways.
I want you to read Adam's.
Adam Reed says, "The war between my people." I should have read it in a sort of Ninth Doctor. The war between my people, the Time Lads and the Space Babies. I can't do impressive very well. That's great. Yeah. I might have to do an edit. I have to do an edit like that. I can probably get the Ninth Doctor to say "Space Babies" because he says "Don't touch the baby." So
yeah, Space Babies.
Yeah, don't touch the Space Babies. Oh, I need to do that. I'll do that after this.
Purple Light
J Jungle.
This episode is best.
Yes. When the TARDIS initially leaked, and you know, it's the roundels kind of like these ones. It was it was obvious, like a good call straight away to just be like, yeah, if they're definitely doing RGB lighting here, aren't they? The Doctor's got a sick gaming TARDIS now that can change colour.
Someone said, I think it was in the magazine, they said that it's not just lights, they're screens, so they could put anything on, including letters.
Okay, that's cool. God, the possibilities with that.
Yeah.
And loads of satanic stuff going on.
I like the idea of like a... I'm trying to think, like you know, the TV movie TARDIS, and the roof disappeared, and so all the roundels become like windows you can see outside in space. Yeah.
That'd be cool. So I was just laughing at Lily saying, "I imagine the Time Lads like the Time Lord in between us."
Yeah. No, it just is, isn't it? The Time Lads.
Yeah, that's great.
That would be a great spin-off.
Mm.
Everyone would not expect a spin-off about the Doctor's past being like the In-Betweeners.
Yeah. Well, what else do you have to say about the Devil's Chord?
I don't know if I have much else to say.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Would you rate these out of 10, these episodes?
Oh,
Are you a rating systems kind of person?
let's do it, even though it's a silly system that never makes sense anyway.
No, and it'll change anyway when I rewatch them, because
Yeah.
it's, like I said, I was very sleepy.
Maybe you'll comprehend more of the Devil's Chord and think, God, this episode's shite.
Yeah, this is really bad.
Maybe you'll love Space Babies.
Yeah. So Space Babies, I would say out of 10. It's hard. Because I don't know what... It wasn't... Everything was very well done, except the premise. And I guess that's one of the most important parts. I can't give it a strong number just because it had like the cinematography was good.
Oh, the monster was very good. We haven't mentioned how the monster looks. It's amazing. It's a fantastic suit.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna go 5 out of 10. Oh, maybe that's harsh.
I think
6.
I think that's harsh.
Yeah, 6. I think it's 6.
I think 6 seems fair. I would say 7. I really enjoyed it anyway.
Yeah,
Even
I mean, if it's just on your personal
a
enjoyment
bit
level.
too stupid.
I'm the same actually, because if we're doing it based on enjoyment alone, I enjoyed that episode way more than a lot of stuff that we've had in previous years. So, okay, so
Definitely.
give it that, and then Devil's Chord, I'd probably give it a 9. I'm subtracting the point because I think if it had an extra 20 minutes, or even maybe 10 minutes, just a little bit more time to slow down and breathe.
Yeah. I think 8.
What could it do better for you for them 2 more points?
I don't think the music villain should fight using physical things. I think it should all be audio based. And I think it failed it. Oh no, I'm lagging.
We're losing him. Oh my god. You back?
Yeah.
The fact you were pretending to be lagging, but you're still lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your nitpick is it's not done the way I like it though. Really.
No, but
it's a bit more
the
nitpicky
music
than most things.
one.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
that's
not using music.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like she's meant to be like shooting music at people and like absorbing music and the feelings, and she uses sound waves to find people. And yet they just have like these snake things that pop out of her arms.
I guess they had to do visual stuff as well though, couldn't they? So,
well, did it?
Well, no, but it makes it more entertaining. There's more things going on.
I don't know, because I think the most interesting visual there was Ruby essentially being crucified on music. But
okay, so
know.
you're 8 out of 10. I'm 9 out of 10.
8 out of 10. But I feel like it's harsh because I really enjoyed it anyway.
Well, once we've done the whole season, I guess we could do like a retrospective, because it's difficult to say without context of other things as well. And I think within a season, it's fair to judge things compared to other things.
Are you looking forward to the next episode?
Boom. Is it Yes,
Yeah.
very much so. Apart from the Devil's Chord, it was like, you know, it was way up on my list of like excitement. Boom is probably slightly above that. It's like probably my most excited episode that we properly know about. Although I said to you the other day, the episodes I'm most excited about are the episodes we have no idea about, because what from the short little descriptions we've had of like the end of the season, it's like
It sounds
what
mental.
are they doing? Yeah,
There's some massive stuff going on. It's insane. There's that clip in the trailer of just London exploding. It's like, what are they going to do about that?
yeah. They're on the,
There's no way of winning.
They're on the moped trying to escape Armageddon. Yeah, just about doing it.
Yeah, it's like a tsunami hits London. What are they going to do?
Yeah,
Unit can't fight that.
yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe the Lynx can come in clutch and save the day with his robot-y powers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Boom.
Rogue seems fun.
I can't remember what.
Let's
not look too far ahead.
With the guy with the gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks fine.
No, maybe we could do another stream for looking ahead, so to speak.
Yeah, seeing the future.
Yeah. Adam Reed says a retrospective would be good. Yeah, what would you like watching like to see? Obviously we're new to this, so it'd be interesting to hear what you have to say. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll read them.
We are right now.
No, but afterwards, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What are people saying?
Ready for Nardal's return in the next episodes?
Adam Reed says the brig would try shooting a tsunami. That's so funny. We were talking about the brig the other day.
I'd like to see a tsunami that isn't invincible to bullets.
That's got to be an edit. It's
just standing there. Yeah. It's like, it's not working.
Yeah, I'll look into that. Adam, if I end up doing it, I'll chuck you a credit. Jungle Jameson, I'm ready for Nardal's return next episode. I was going to edit Nardal into an edit I was doing today, but it unfortunately didn't work the way I wanted to. I you know the scene in Space Babies where they go to Jurassic Park at the start? I was going to edit it so Ruby turns into Nardal instead of the creature she was. Because I don't want to like resort to Evil Dan again and stuff unless it's like the perfect opportunity, you know what I mean? But yeah, it didn't work. I wanted it to be when he says, "It's me, Nardi." Yeah, it just didn't. It's me, Nardi. I love that bit. Yeah,
he's great. He's really good.
You'll see these edits after the stream ends, which we'll do in a second.
DWPoop exclusive.
Yeah, wow. Make sure you head over to Twitter. I normally post stuff there first. It's just easier for me. And then to TikTok and YouTube. But if you don't already follow us, that's just at DWPoop. Who Theory says, if Ruby turned into Nardal, that butterfly would have stayed dead. Yeah. I contemplated having the edit go that way for who. Well, you'll see who it was in the end anyway. You know, the Doctor being pleased and be like, yay. But yeah, you'll see. We'll drop all the stuff on Twitter now.
It's good. I've seen it. It's very good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get through the Devil's Chord today. I did have ideas for that, but I was just editing Space Babies too much, taking ages. But yeah,
before we head
now.
Off, does anybody have any ratings for the episodes?
Oh yeah, or questions? Any questions?
Oh yeah, Q&A.
I'm getting too far ahead. We'll open the floor up to questions for the next 45 seconds.
I'm counting.
Oh, I'm not. I forgot I even said that.
Me too.
God, it's bloody hot. Looking forward to seeing your edits, lads. Thank you. Yeah, I do the edits. Jerry just kind of helps with whether it's good or not. I'm like, here's all the stuff. Do you think it's all right? And he'll be like, make that a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But we come up with good ideas together.
I've got all the equipment now, to be fair, so
yeah,
I could do more stuff.
Production's going to ramp up.
They scanned Ruby in the TARDIS. It shows species as Nardole.
Oh.
The fun thing I saw about that, actually, the 3D model of Ruby on the scanner was the Ruby action figure.
Is there one?
Yeah. At the end of... What episode was it? Was it the first episode? It must have been when he lands in the house. And she's like, come on, let's go. And then he's like, all right, just a second. And then he presses a button on the TARDIS like this. And then a scanner comes up and Ruby's like floating around. It's like scanning 70%. And then he starts walking off and talking to the mum.
I said the action figure. I didn't know there's an action figure. That's the...
I see what you mean.
That's what I was asking. I knew the bit you're on about.
Why didn't you interrupt me?
I spent
ages describing that.
Yeah, because I thought you were going to be like, when they walked into the room, there's an action figure Ruby on the table that I missed.
No, they haven't released the figure. They showed a prototype of it. They don't know if they're going to release it, I think, because money, but they've got the 3D model of it, and then character options let them borrow it. It's nice.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, everyone's put their ratings. I'm excited to see this.
Okay.
Space Babies, 9 out of 10. Devil's Called, 8 out of 10. That's from Lily. Who Theory, Space Babies, 6 out of 10. Devil's Called, 9 out of 10.
Okay. Adam Reed, Space Baby 6, Devil's Called 8. There you go. Yeah, a lot of people seem to not go over 6. It's fair. It's fair.
Except Lily.
Oh, yeah.
Release it as money.
Release it as money. Don't know what that means. What do you mean, Who Theory?
What do you mean? We can't just give you money.
I was going to say. Oh, yeah, no. A lot of people on Twitter, I don't think we're going over 6 out of 10 for Space Babies.
Oh, really? That's
From what I was seeing, I think a lot of people just couldn't get over the concept, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Devil's Called is interesting for me, because we make a point not to talk about the episode before this, and I had no idea whether you liked it or didn't like it, and I felt like it could go either way.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I was checking the stream.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was just checking the stream.
Is there another Jericho in here?
Oh, Jerry, you said, Who Theory said you didn't know if I'd released the figure as money.
No, release it because of money. They budget.
Yeah, there was an interview with Russell, wasn't there, where he said about they'll see it as budget and then they'll push
Yeah.
And
they're making a Beat the Meat plushie.
Hopefully. But anyways,
he showed it.
Yeah, well, if they get the money, isn't it?
Well, I think that one's releasing. It's just taken a while. But like he was talking about the Doctor experience, which is a bit more money than a Beat the Meat plushie.
Yeah. Cool. Anyways, thank you for watching. Stick around because there's a little bit after this for you guys. What do YouTubers say? Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on all our socials at DWPoop. And we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, and let us know what you want to see because this is new for us, nice. And yeah, it'd be nice.
It's fun.
It'd be helpful. Anyway, bye. Ah, that was a good chat. Hopefully we're nearing the 1960s now.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet the Beatles. They have so many good songs. Hey Jude, Yellow Submarine.
Here Comes the Sun.
Yes, and Yesterday.
No! Here Comes the Sun!
Reverse! Reverse!
I'm trying! It's not working! Oh, God!
Use the cliffhanger switch!
Good idea! Beep! Ah!